横須賀中央の次は堀之内に停まります。のお客様はこの後48分発の普通電車をご利用ください。
Hello and welcome to Yokosuka for another of my field trip specials. Today I'm going to Mikasa Park to visit the Japanese Imperial battleship Mikasa, flagship of the Imperial Navy, and the renowned Admiral Eihachiro Togo, the Nelson of the East. I'm going to exit the ticket gate now and show you how to get from the station down to Mikasa Park. When you exit Yokosuka Chuo station, you should take the stairs or escalator on the left and then walk along this street to the end. It's about 300 or 400 metres. And as you go down the street away from the station, you can walk past or through the Mikasa shopping arcade, it doesn't matter which. Oh, there's the Mikasa banner. Famous Yokosuka fashion, of course influenced by American styles. A nice hybrid. Get your military and naval souvenirs here. I'm exiting the Mikasa Mall now, back onto the main road that leads away from the station. A model of the ship of Commodore Perry that sailed into the bay in the 1850s and reopened Japan to the outside world. When you get to the end of the street leading away from the station, turn right at the traffic signals, and there, just on the left, you'll see a sign guiding you to Mikasa Park, and you'll see a sign at street level too. So here we go, just go under this sign and follow the road round to the right. So don't enter the American base ahead of you unless you want to be wrestled to the ground by security. Turn right and follow this street down. Here. Just keep heading straight down. The park is about another 200 metres after this fountain. Walking through the entrance of Mikasa Park now. And the renowned, beloved battleship is right ahead of us. We're going to go off to the right though in a minute and buy tickets so we can go on the ship and have a look around. Here, in front of the ship, is a statue of the Japanese Admiral Eihachiro Togo. When Japan opened to the modern world and Yokosuka was chosen as its port, it was deemed a railway line needed to be built from the new capital Tokyo down the 30 miles or so to Yokosuka on the Miura Peninsula on the west side of Tokyo Bay. Here's one of the trains from that era. We are slap bang right in the middle of Will Adams Manor. Behind me is his domain at Hemi, and over there is the Uraga Strait, where he wanted to build an international port. You can also take a boat here to Sarashima Island, but today we're going to go off to the left to the entrance to Mikasa. Having bought my ticket, I can go on the ship. I don't really need to say a lot because the signs and recorded messages on the ship can tell the story themselves. Concert organisers at 9 o'clock. Fire! Fire! And the other way. Mikasa under commission in all her glory. It may seem strange that I'm visiting an early 20th century Japanese battleship for a documentary about a 16th and 17th century English navigator, but they both are shining examples of English shipbuilding metal. A ding ding ding. Considering Japan had only been out of isolation for 30 years, the technology at Admiral Togo's fingertips was quite amazing. Wow, sleeping next to the guns. But it was hot in here even in winter. I had to slightly delay my entrance to Mikasa because of a shower of rain, but it's really cleared the atmosphere up, and the view now out past Sarashima Island and into the bay is really clear. Sarashima Island, which was once a military battery for Japan's defence forces, almost like an unsinkable ship, guarding the entrance to the bay.
およそ7回13キロを北東に進んでいた。午後1時55分、ミカサのマストに Z 機が翻った。広告の後輩、この一戦にあり、各員一層奮励努力せよ。敵味方の距離はどんどん狭まった。距離8000メートル、砲撃の射程内に入る。その時、東郷平八郎の右手が左に大きく半円を描いた。 取り舵いっぱい。取り舵いっぱいとは、できるだけ早く船を左に回答させることである。ミカサは猛烈な勢いで艦首を左に大回答を始めた。続く戦艦も同じように大回答する。艦隊全体が150度左へ大変身するこの行動は、後に統合ターンと呼ばれ、敵の進行方向を抑える定時戦法を行うためのものだった。バルチック艦隊にとっては絶好の攻撃機会だった。船が大回答しているとき、敵からは一つの場所にとどまっているように見える。バルチック艦隊はミカサに砲撃を集中してきた。しかし大きな被害を受けることなく、15分後、日本の艦隊が大回答を終え、バルチック艦隊の行方を遮る形で横一線に並んだ。と同時に、ミカサから敵の機関スワロフに向けて砲撃が始まった。他の戦艦も砲撃に加わる。日本の砲撃は敵の主力艦に正確に集中した。双方の距離が5000メートルを切ると、砲撃はさらに正確に敵艦を捉え、敵の主力艦が火災の炎に包まれた。バルチック艦隊は陣形が乱れ、沈没したり海上をちりぢりになったり、戦闘開始からほぼ3時間後に勝敗は決まった。日本側は逃走するロシア艦艇を追い、やがて残存のバルチック艦隊は連合艦隊に降伏した。連合艦隊はバルチック艦隊38隻のうち19隻を撃沈、7隻を捕獲した。
The Japanese combined fleet seriously damaged the Russian Port Arthur fleet at the Battle of the Yellow Sea and destroyed the Vladivostok fleet units at the Battle of Ulsan. After the Port Arthur fortress was captured and the Russian ships remaining in Port Arthur were totally annihilated, the Japanese Imperial Navy could secure command of the sea in the region. The combined fleet returned to Kure, Sasebo, and other respective bases in order to repair battle damage and replenish supplies and ammunition. In February 1905, the fleet that was ready for combat assembled again in the Bay of Chinhae. This combined fleet continuously carried out rigorous training there and awaited the Russian Baltic fleet that was heading for the Sea of Japan. In the early morning hours of May the 27th, 1905, after receiving the first report of the enemy fleet was sighted from a patrol ship, the Shinano Maru, which was operating west of Tsushima, the combined fleet immediately left the temporary anchorage and intercepted the Russian fleet off Tsushima. after a fierce naval battle lasting 2 days, known as the Battle of the Sea of Japan, the Japanese combined fleet won an overwhelming victory, unprecedented in the history of naval battles. This centre exhibition hall shows you scenes relating to the Battle of the Yellow Sea, the Battle of Ulsan, and the Battle of the Sea of Japan. You will also see exhibits explaining about the people who contributed to victory in the Japanese-Russian War and the significance of the Battle of the Sea of Japan from a historical point of view.
ミカサをかつての姿に復元しようという声が日本国内はもちろん海外からも高まり、復元保存運動がさまざまな機関を動かすことになった。こうして多くの人々の力によってミカサは記念館ミカサとして現在の姿に復元された。ミカサは20世紀という時代を多くの人々と共に生きてきた。建造修理に当たった人々、海上作戦に従事した幕僚乗組員たち。
The memorial ship Mikasa, HMS Victory, and USS Constitution are three of the most well-known and world-famous memorial ships. Although the era in which each ship performed its outstanding mission was different, all three fought valiantly against national enemies in times of crisis, and contributing greatly to the safety and independence of their respective countries. HMS Victory has been kept in the world's oldest dry dock in Portsmouth, England, and USS Constitution is homeported in Boston Naval Shipyard, Massachusetts. Both ships are well preserved with great care and are open to the public as symbols of their nation's pride. Mikasa was awarded the International Maritime Heritage Award in June 1992 and was assessed as an extremely valuable ship in naval architecture history for being the last existing ironclad battleship in such a well-preserved condition. The International Maritime Heritage Award is well recognised internationally as a very prestigious award. It was founded by the World Ship Trust of the United Kingdom with support from the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip.
The most famous battleship in Japanese history, the Mikasa. Well, that's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the battleship Mikasa and the history lesson associated with it, and now understand a little more about what connects it with Will Adams. Take care, see you next time.